Welcome back to the Liquid Layer. I'm Aaron. In today's video, we have a lot to cover with Hyperliquid moving the needle for crypto and the entire space in Washington, D.C. Some interesting macro news and some news about the PumpFun and meme coin ecosystem related to Ansem. Let's first go to the price of Bitcoin. So as we go to the price of Bitcoin, we can see it's still chopping, but I actually did have probably one of the nicest green candles we've seen in a while yesterday, going up around almost 3%, which is pretty cool to see. But yeah, not much there. Solana still chopping this range right here. Solana's actually not looking too bad here. Hyperliquid looking actually really good. It's kind of in this mini cup and handle formation. We'll see if it's going to be able to make it out or not. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. Lighter, kind of in the same formation as Hyperliquid, and this cup and handle formation. We'll see what happens. PumpFun looking really good. The entire PumpFun had a really nice candle yesterday, but it retraced, and we're going to talk about why some people sold off the pump rally yesterday, but it's still climbing its way back up. I think it's only a matter of time before this thing breaks 0.03, especially because it's tested this 0.03 level. You can see 3 times, 1, 2, 3. So if it goes back a 4th time, I feel like at that point there's going to be, the sellers will be exhausted. Meteor is also looking good too. If you look at the price of Meteor has been chopping this range, just kind of holding it down right here. So we go to the macro, S&P 500 sitting around 700. Yeah, I mean, there's some interesting macro news that we're about to cover, which relates to the stock market. We're going to cover in a second. Gold, silver. Gold's actually looking pretty good. We're going to see if this is a dead cat bounce or if this is a real rally. I guess we'll be finding out in the next couple weeks or so. As we go to our first story of the day from the macro, $2.8 trillion city to launch Bitcoin custody for institutional clients. You can see right here. Our second story, and probably one of the most interesting stories we have today, NASDAQ officially begins talks with regulators to enable 24-hour stock trading. So this is super interesting. And it seems like the most obvious move forward for these type of platforms to have this going on. Take a look at this. Another story. NASDAQ to launch overnight stock trading from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. ET in December. And this is kind of, you could say, a little bit interesting. U.S. 30-year bond yield reaches its highest level in over 19 years. And as they say in the comments, it's looking like money printer will go burr at some point. Feels inevitable, and stack good assets. Not financial advice. And to kind of our main story of today, Hyperliquid Policy Center put this out today. HPC, Hyperliquid Policy Center, and Trade XYZ introduced pre-IPO perpetuals to the SEC. It talks about how Americans are missing this whole thing, blah, 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 blah. And skip down to it. Today, Hyperliquid Policy Center and Trade XYZ, the largest deployer of perpetual markets built on the Hyperliquid blockchain, filed a joint comment letter responding to the SEC's call for ideas to modernize the IPO process. We share Chairman Atkins' views that the process requires modernization. Our letter brings a new instrument to that effort, the pre-IPO perpetual. Our letter presents the pricing record of the 5 Trade XYZ IPOP markets that have run their full course on Hyperliquid and identifies the question that the commission would need to resolve before these markets could serve Americans. And then it kind of goes into what a IPOP is. But I would say, now let's take a look at this. This is pretty important. I'll cover this. Our letter identifies the 5 items for the commission to consider, each bearing on how these markets could serve U.S. persons, classify the instrument, match the disclosure to the instrument, set listing eligibility guardrails, promote market integrity, onshore IPOP markets for all investors. And this is bullish for not only Hyperliquid, but Lighter as well. And I think Lighter is going to have a big role to play in this whole tokenization thing, especially because both projects, Hyperliquid and Lighter, as we talk about basically every day, are waiting on that license. And the CFTC is actually going to have a meeting soon, I think about, 2 days. And Vladimir Novakowski, the founder of Lighter, will be at the meeting with the CFTC that is happening in 2 days. So that is very interesting and good stuff going on. But it's really good to see this. And this is going to help the whole blockchain space push forward. Now take a look at this. A Lighter whale just moved about $8 million worth of Lighter into the Lighter platform. They took it off centralized exchanges and moved it to the Lighter platform. Interesting move. Just wanted to point that out. We don't have too much Lighter news today. I'm assuming on the 20th we probably will have more news. Now take a look at this. This is also a really big story. So yesterday, Ansem launched his Launchpad for his. So Ansem has a meme coin called ticker Ansem, and he launched a Launchpad for it. But what a lot of people aren't getting at, and some people, I guess this is kind of common on crypto Twitter, is they are PumpFun tokens. Okay, so everything that launches on the Ansem Launchpad. Sorry, it's really early for me right now. Sorry if I'm just keep fucking up words. Anything that gets launched on the Ansem Launchpad is a PumpFun token. So Pump earns fees off of it. And also another thing, a lot of people are speculating, well, hey, why wouldn't Ansem at his own point, at some point do his own mint? Why wouldn't he just try? You know why? And I put this out. Why would Ansem not want to do his mint? Well, I personally look at it and I say, well, he wouldn't want to do it because every single company and every single person that's tried to take over PumpFun or at least compete with them has gone absolutely obliterated. The PumpFun team is ruthless. They have way more money than Ansem. Truthfully, Ansem's really rich, but PumpFun has way more money than him, and they will just do whatever they have to do to just push him out. I think they're one of the most ruthless teams. They're one of the best teams, and they've defended their Launchpad moat for over 2 years now. When there's been multiple other good competitors, I mean, when you think about it, the competitors they've faced have a lot more money than Ansem. At least I think they do. Not completely sure. I would think the whole Bonk cabal has more money than just Ansem. And I know Ansem has his own cabal as well, but I don't think he's going to try and compete with Pump for mints. I don't. It's like you're just starting a war, And also, he's an investor in Pump. I just don't see it happening. So overall, I think the Ansem Launchpad is actually a good thing for PumpFun. And that's also why the price sold off a bit yesterday after the large pump, because people, well, you know how it is with traders. Everything's momentum based, but people are speculating that, oh, he might create his own mint. And it's even if I just don't think that would be good optics. Maybe he does, and I'm wrong. But I think Ansem's a smart guy, and that would be really bad optics in my opinion. But that's all we got for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and also go follow me on X. Link is in the description to follow me on X, and go join the Discord, and I'll see you tomorrow.